Hey YouTube, this is the Reaper Souls, bringing you a Dark Souls 3 walkthrough. Today, we're going to be going through the Undead settlement, starting at the first bonfire within. The first half of this video will have no enemies and no commentary. The second half will have enemies, commentary, and tips and tricks for the best path possible. So now, for the commentary section. So, can we start off? You want to go straight? Pretty self-explanatory. Then you're going to want to head up this little pathway and enter this shack sort of thing. It's pretty creepy, but yeah. The only enemies are on the next level. So let me drop down. Just walk down these stairs over here. I don't know if you can see them, but there should be some hanging jackal type enemies, like right directly in front of me, like standing on the rigging. So when you come down here, they'll drop down. Oh, one comes from behind you as well. So watch out for him, because he can surprise you as you walk down these stairs. Let's wait for him to drop down. Where are these? Oh, right there. Yeah, real fun creatures. There's also one who stands back over here and shoots little blow darts at you. So watch out for him as well. So coming out here, we have a gathering of enemies, which is, to say the least, it's definitely not easy. If you look over towards the bonfire, there's a kind of fat, to be brutally honest, clown type enemy. He or she casts spells and has a mace. So you want to stay away from him and take out as many of these small guys as possible. So I would come around this edge and start killing them, making sure to not wake up the big guy, because you don't want to face him and all these people. That would not be fun. Oh, he woke up. So when he wakes up, try to get him away from everybody else. again, you don't want to fight him plus. So what he's doing right now, he's turning into his fire form, which he'll grab you and do a ton of damage. So you want to get the heck away. Whenever he starts reading his book and you're close to him, get away. Sorry, you guys didn't get to see it, but he also casts a long-range black swirl. It looks like a black, just a black projectile that comes towards you. And actually, even if you dodge it, it'll loop back around. So just keep your eyes on it and really don't let it out of your sight, because even if you dodge it, it'll come back around and hit you in the back. Wish I could have shown you. That's my bad. Now, just, kind of single these guys out. But you definitely want to fight these enemies, because at the center, there's actually an Estus shard to give you another Estus flask. So super useful. Don't try to skip this. At least your first time. You don't want to miss. It would be right here, the Estus shard. Now, disclaimer, this is an extremely large area, and I'm only going to be taking the shortest path. Like, there's a lot I'm going to be missing. A lot. So, yeah, don't just follow me. Like, explore, please. There's a ton. And also don't get mad at me when you, like, oh, you missed this. Because, again, I'm missing a lot. Just go over this bridge. Nothing really to note except for he throws fire bombs. And there you go. Coming in here, there's actually going to be one of those jackal guys, like the small creatures. I don't know what to call them. Oh, I'm sorry. Early, haven't been down here many times. But to your right, there's two of these pike kind of guys, kind of nasty. Watch out, because it got me the first time and that time. Walking past here, and they both hit you. Coming in here, you have like a jackal guy who drops down from the roof. He's a little bit tougher than the other ones, and he has a slightly more ranged weapon. Just keep your shield up, and make sure he doesn't hit your shield too many times. Otherwise, he'll deal bleed damage. Even if you have your shield up, he still does that. Or not bleed damage, bleed build up, which will lead to bleed damage. Okay. So coming over here, we're going to drop down off this bridge on top of this enemy. Aerial, which is, oh yeah, watch out for him. He is nasty. And he usually is farther back here. I don't know how he attacks me. But just do an aerial, which is weak attack, not weak attack, quick attack. Also watch out for the guys. They'll be dropping firebombs on you. You can kill them, but I don't, it's really not worth it going over there, because you have to deal with them and I think another enemy. Uh, so over here, I would wait a while, because as you can see, there's some enemies leaving, and if you drop down now, you'd have to fight all of them, like those guys plus that dog and you know, those people, which are not fun. So wait a few seconds until they're far enough away where you won't trigger them when you jump down. I think we're good. So you're gonna drop down, take a lot of damage. What? Just and immediately put your shield up and aim towards the dog, so he doesn't, you know, attack you. Hit up an Estus flask, and there's a dog in here as well. And again, I recommend letting them hit my shield first, and then attack. So over here we have a lot of really, really nasty, nasty guys. What I do, walk slowly over the bridge until you trigger the guy to my left, if you can see him. Yep, there he goes. So you can take him out individually. He's not very hard. You just don't want to deal with him and the other two. So I think it's unavoidable. You trigger two of them at a time, or at least two. So you're going to trigger the two ones on my screen, if you can see. And I don't think you can get one of them or the other. You're going to throw these barrels, or pots, whatever you want to call them, and then pull out these swords. Hopefully it'll fall off the cliff. No, it won't. Oh, man. They're going to run towards you and lift it up. You want to dodge to the side, because they'll do some serious damage. Also, they have pretty good poise, so you really can't stagger them very well. Oh, man. Taking a beating. This is brutal. What I would do, just let them swing, do their thing, and again, they do a lot of bleed damage, so be really, really careful to not let them hit your shield too many times. Otherwise, it'll. Uh, what happens when you get too much bleed damage is it actually just does a large chunk of damage to you. I don't know the actual number, but I know it's sizable. So I think it's to prevent you from using your shield too much and just going through the attacks. So we still have one more to my right. And what I usually try to do is get behind him and possibly hit him off the cliff. If that doesn't work, then just... Okay, it didn't. But watch out. Roll away immediately when he lifts that thing up. Because that... You don't want to get hit. And you know, throw it. Wasn't too bad now, was it? Oh, I forgot to show you guys. There's one place... There's a boss, actually. Um, that we're not going to fight. But there's a boss. If you go right up these stairs... And through that door... And just keep walking straight. There's like a large field. There's a giant, like, tree boss, I guess you could call him. And I'm not going to go over that in this video, just because it's optional, and I like to keep these short. But I will have another video on how to beat him. So stay tuned. Next, there's a few NPCs in this area, actually. There would be one sitting right here, and he tells you about a firekeeper who is locked up in here, which I've already opened. But you go through the sewers to reach her. So I don't know if you guys saw, but over there where I killed one of those dogs, there's a ladder leading down. Like, see this, the bottom doorway that's like right, it's the only door on my screen. Those are where the sewers are, and you get a key to unlock those. And I'm not entirely sure where the key is, but I think you can buy it from someone. I'm probably giving you misinformation, but go down there and there's a door to unlock, and you can unlock her and find the firekeeper, and then uh, he'll actually come back with you to Firelink Shrine, and she will too, to teach you uh, m- miracles. I think I'm not a magic person, so I don't know that much about that quest. Not quest, but uh, yeah, I guess you could call it a quest. Um, Also, the Onion Head dude is around here. Please excuse my informal terms. It's really sloppy, but he is actually tries to get up these this elevator system, and you have to go fight a big enemy with him. But again, that's optional, so I'm not going to go over that. But just know he would be like up those on that on the elevator. I can't talk today. So I've already killed him, but he's a I call them mini bosses, but enemies that once you defeat they don't respawn or non-respawnables. There's one of them in here, and he's not super hard. I think he does frost damage, so just make sure he doesn't, cause you too much frost buildup. And that is it. That was Undead Settlement. Wish it was that fast for me beating it the first time. It is a massive area. I missed a lot, but hopefully I helped you guys get from point A to point B. Well, thanks for watching. See you guys next week.